vehicle you see right beside me is Infiniti 2021 QX50, which Infiniti kindly lent me for one whole week. And after daily driving this thing, there's a lot of interesting features, some cool hardware, some really advanced technology inside this thing that I'm gonna go ahead and cover and share with you guys. So if you're in the market for a cool crossover SUV, these are the things that separate the QX50 from other crossovers in the market. So let's start off with the headlights. Both the front and rear are actually full LED, but in addition to that, they have this auto rotation ability where the headlights will steer during the position of the steering wheel. So they will actually curve and adjust as you steer, which definitely do come in handy when you're taking back roads. In addition to that, it does have LED fog lamps. Sonar sensors are equipped in both the front and the rear, and not only that, it also has full 360 cameras, as they'll give you a bird's eye view, excellent for parallel parking, which inside there is a button you could toggle to toggle this feature on demand. Now, a very interesting feature about the Infiniti is not only does it have a really good side profile, but this back part over here, it is actually a window you can actually see from the inside. I thought that was really interesting, a lot better than what other manufacturers are doing. Normally this unique trim piece right here over here is just like a black painted body part. The door handles, both the front and the passenger side, are smart door handles, which means you could lock it from the outside like so. Only the front and passenger side can do that. Now, cool thing about this Infiniti is the key fob itself. Not only is it extremely small, which means it actually will fit inside that pocket that nobody really uses ever. So you can literally secure it here. Don't even think about the key. And with those door handles, again, you can just get in the vehicle, push to start. So you never have to really take out your key. If you need to tow anything, there is a tow hook option that goes right below the vehicle. Then, if you have the key on you, on your person, you can just tap the back like so, and the trunk just opens up like so. And there is a little button over here that you can actually program if you want to set it at a certain height, but you can always just press, it'll automatically self-close. Skipping ahead already, since we're still talking about the tailgate, inside there is a button where you can also self-close or open up the tailgate. You can also do this by pressing on the remote. Now in the back here, you will find additional goodies. There is a hidden compartment right here where you can store more items. You can find your accessories as well as the tow hook right here. But if you lift this up even further, there is a hidden compartment right over here that will allow you to store additional stuff. And this is also where you can find your subwoofer if you have the Bose Premium series. You may also fold down the seats from back here as well to give you additional cargo space. Now, before I forget to mention, the trim level package is the Autograph, which means not only does this Infiniti have a unique interior, pretty much fully loaded. There's unique Alcantara color on the center console, diamond stitching in the center seats as you see. It's just an absolutely amazing looking interior. In addition to that, QX50 Infinitis have this unique dual screen, which I think it's kind of unheard of in the car industry. Normally they will combine those two screens together, but Infiniti is doing dual. And for my overall experience, it's all right, pretty cool. Can get a little bit confusing, but after the first few hours of daily driving this thing, I got the hang of it. There is this interesting knob right over here that allows you to control everything on the display without having to touch it, but both of these displays are touch enabled displays. And then yes, it does have Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto, as this compartment will actually give you a USB-A port and a USB-C port, and then additional storage right here. Center console has a reasonable amount of storage, no complaints here. There is another USB port right here that you can use to charge your device. Again, this being the Autograph trim level, you do have this unique diamond pattern on the seats. There is 2 memory seats for the driver's side, which is nice. All 4 windows are all automatic, so a single press will put down any window. And at night, this cool wood trim piece right here illuminates underneath it, which looks really good at night, especially from the driver point of view. The steering wheel itself is equipped with Pro Pilot, which is basically like an advanced version of cruise control, as the vehicle itself will center itself in the lanes and will automatically steer itself during some curves. Just, you do have to have your hand on the wheel, because if the steering wheel detects that you don't have your hands no longer on the wheel, it will immediately buzz you a bunch of times until you put your hand back on it. And if you continue driving that way without having your hand on the wheel, it will disable itself for that drive. And then you may have noticed, yes, it does have a heads-up display, which displays the speed limit as well as your current speed that you're traveling in. Other safety features is blind spot monitoring, but this Infiniti does it differently, as the blind spot lights are actually in the pillars, not on the mirror, which I really do like. And if you happen to signal while there was a vehicle in your blind spot, it will actually play a soft beep to get your attention. Auto high beams can be enabled when you push the column forward, as it will show you right here on the RPM gauge. There is a little LCD display in the middle that will show you all the important information that there is to know. And then both driver and passenger seats are both heated and ventilated. There is physical buttons right here for the climate as well as the audio, so you have quick shortcuts instead of having to fiddle with the display. And before I forget, you do have a compartment for your sunglasses, and the roof is a dual sunroof, which looks amazing. And the front and passenger side can pop up, or you could retract all the way in the back if you just want to open it. The ceiling is also sway as well, including the pillars. But the shift knob, in my opinion, is kind of questionable, but you get the hang of it. I just don't like the fact that you have to press park to put it in park, like an actual separate button away from the shift knob to put it in park, but you get the hang of it. There is different modes to choose from as well, which all it really does is change the steering feel and the throttle response. The front seat is set at a comfortable position where I can sit comfortably in the front, and I still have a good amount of leg room back here. A lot of ceiling room, so if you're 6 foot or taller, you shouldn't have any fitting issues. These windows do have the raise up screen to block some sun rays, so your rear passengers don't get blind as easy. And even the back seats over here, these buttons are also automatic window controls. You have your vents, which is now common nowadays, and you also have climate controls down here as well. You do have a USB-A port back here, as well as your 12-volt outlet, which you can actually control all right here. And there's a little cubby over here as well for where you can easily store like books or stuff back here if you need to. Armrests does fold down right here, and you also have additional cup holders, as well as a cool little slot right here for additional storage that you could use possibly to like hold a tablet or something. The back seats, another important thing to also note, is they are adjustable, as you can actually recline them a bit or bring them up a little bit forward if you wish. Besides that, it's really comfy. Other than that, that is our look of the Infiniti QX50 for 2021. I also do like the fact that it does have the key fob awareness, where when you approach the vehicle, not just the interior lights, but also the exterior handle and all that starts illuminating. So it gives you like a welcoming presentation when you're approaching your car at night. If you'd like to see more, maybe you're interested in another four-door vehicle, like a sedan possibly, feel free to go ahead and watch this video over here, as I recently reviewed a Cadillac that also has some really interesting features. And then that video over there, that's a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll catch you all on the next one. See ya.